you got $400,000. And I guess you've rationalized it by projecting it onto the public that they deserve it because they're dumb. A 5-year-old doesn't deserve to be grabbed out of the back of their yard and taken and put in snuff films because they're, quote, dumb and got in the van. And Gruber would say, well, I'm not doing that. No, I'm not saying you're doing that, Gruber, but that's the criminal continuum. You know, you got you kind of here in the middle saying, oh, you know what, death panels, you know, screwing people over, massively increasing taxes to foreign banks, lying to folks. Well, yeah, we kept it secret, you know, hid it, lack of transparency, and the public being dumb. Those two factors help get us past. They deserve it. You know, they're dumb. You got that kind of here in the middle of the continuum. And then over here, you got grabbing kids on the extreme end out of the back of their yard. And you know what? They always deserve it, huh? Stupid little kid. Shouldn't have got in the van. See? And we have to sit here and watch you parade back and forth, up and down in front of us, all arrogantly. And we're not supposed to get angry. They always say, don't get angry. That, don't get angry like Alex Jones. That will discredit you. But in every case in history, our founders sure got angry. Imagine how domesticated America's gotten. I've used this example many times. When I go on BBC, in studio, live, and they can't shut me off, or CNN Live, or Fox Live, or anything, I will make a scene. Because if somebody's in a drug-induced coma, how do you try to wake them up? You start yelling and screaming, you throw cold water on them. You don't just business as usual, let them control the debate. You have to overshoot the whole deal and boomerang back in on them to where they can't even respond because there's such overwhelming veritas that they're being hit with. And that's what people wake up to. That's what people are then aware of. That's what can get through to people. That's how we wake people up, is getting out of this trance, getting out of this comfort zone, getting angry, getting upset, like Howard Beale says in the 1970s movie Network, the newscaster. I don't know what to do about the inflation and the Russians and the crime in the streets. All I know is first you've got to get mad. You've got to say, I'm a human being. My life has value. And what do you see out of Al Gore and Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama and all these people? They say, you don't have value. Humans are ugly. Humans are bad. You have to do what we say. We'll perfect you. We'll make it a utopia. We'll tell you what's cool. We'll tell you what's trendy. We'll tell you the way to live. And then you'll be successful. And then you go and you comply with them. And you get degrees that don't matter. You get brain tumors from the cell phones, stomach tumors in your guts from the GMO. You get mentally retarded and autistic children. You get all the curses of the glitz and the glamour of this system, because this system is as alien as a deep space planetoid from 1 trillion light years away that began its journey here at the beginning of civilization. This is fiction, but it's an allegory. Coming here with an army of scientific robots to take over covertly and set up a plan to incrementally enslave and then destroy humanity. But first, horribly defacing us, horribly torturing us, tearing us apart, tearing our psyches apart, torturing us, rendering us down, sucking our souls and our spirit and our greatness out first, having a victory over our goodness, a victory over our love, a victory over our beauty, a victory over our honor, a victory over our strength. It is a demonic spirit out of the dimensions of hell, Event Horizon. And even if the spirit isn't a real entity, we as a group collective are manifesting it. Any way you slice it, the group collective is manifesting a great evil, and anyone who is not part of it can feel it rising. That's what I talked about yesterday. To have the knowledge of good and evil. See, at the time of the garden, whether you believe it or not, or it's an allegory, there is innocence. They have knowledge of man and woman being together, mating. They have knowledge of that there is a tree, and they've been told not to eat of it. But it gives them the knowledge of evil. They already had the knowledge of good. Then they got the knowledge of evil, of twisted science, of fraud, of scams, of manipulations, of not straight shooting. And someone who is into the knowledge of evil looks at me, and I'm as alien to them as they're alien to me. Except I have the knowledge of good and evil as well. So even though I'm not inherently evil, I have the mind in a dual system. I have the knowledge of good and evil from the time of Adam and Eve. I wish I only had the knowledge of good. Pre-fall. But the modern man, this is the great truth, and I've said it before. Once you are baptized into the New World Order, once you spiritually are immersed in it from birth and your soul is able to be snuffed out, it's still there, but it's twisted. It's a dark shade of what it was. And it only resonates in the fraud. And so it invents evil, and it creates fallen evil systems. So that's why anything that comes out of the New World Order, cell phones, GMOs, chemtrails, everything they do may have it like look good on the surface. It's poison because it's evil. It can't help it. It's what it does. That's why things are so bad, is because this evil is rising, but also trying to anesthetize us to the pain while it does it.
Are you ready to surrender your right to buy body armor? No joke. Congress is now trying to outlaw civilian body armor. And if House Bill H.R. 5344 becomes law, you can kiss your right to protect yourself against rifle bullets goodbye. Don't put off your body armor purchase any longer. Go now to InfidelBodyArmor.com. Thousands of military veterans trust their lives to Infidel Body Armor. You should too. Spelled INFIDEL. Infidel Body Armor. Just won't quit.
This is Dan Pilla. Do you owe the IRS money you can't pay? Are tax debts crippling you? I've defended people from the IRS for over 30 years. I've helped thousands, and I can help you too. I wrote the book on IRS settlement, and I'm telling you, there's no such thing as a hopeless case. Call 800-34-NO-TAX to finally get free of IRS debt. With the IRS's new programs, there's never been a better time to solve your problem. Call 800-34-NO-TAX. That's 800-34-NO-TAX, or my website, danpilla.com.
Hi, folks. Alex Jones here with some important information. I want to tell you about Matt Redhawk and his team of patriots over at My Patriot Supply. Several years ago, Matt was sitting in his two-bedroom apartment, frustrated with the direction this country was headed and the charlatans willing to sell us out for a quick buck. Deciding to take action, a company run by patriots for patriots was born. My Patriot Supply has never taken a loan or accepted outside funding. They now operate 2 distribution facilities and employ over 50 hardworking American men and women. It is rare to find companies who practice what they preach. And that's why I stock my pantry with high-quality storable foods from My Patriot Supply. Go to mypatriotsupply.com/Alex today for special offers on emergency food storage, or call their preparedness specialist at 866-229-0927. That's 866-229-0927. Do business with someone who shares your values. mypatriotsupply.com/Alex.
Did you know by age 50, half of all men have an enlarged prostate? This means more urges to urinate, longer bathroom trips, waking at night to urinate, or issues with sex. If this sounds familiar, call us now, because we're shipping free bottles of Super Beta Prostate to listeners of this station. Super Beta Prostate is a non-prescription formula guaranteed to reduce the symptoms of your enlarged prostate. It's yours free. Pay only shipping and handling. Just call 1-800-852-1820. In clinical trials, the ingredient in Super Beta Prostate was shown to reduce urges to urinate, improve bladder emptying, reduce waking at night to urinate, and improve quality of life. This Super Beta Prostate free offer is for listeners of this station, but it won't last. Don't wait. Just call 1-800-852-1820. That's 1-800-852-1820. Call 1-800-852-1820.
Stand up to us, then they all might stand up.
Those puny little ants outnumber us 100 to 1. And if they ever figure that out, there goes our way of life.
It's not about food. It's about keeping those ants in line.
The Alex Jones Show. Because there is a war on for your mind.
is a #1 music video right now with Nicki Minaj, who's one of the biggest hip-hop people in the world, that has Nazi and police state imagery and is clearly meant to show that it's bad. But a lot of people are calling for it to be taken down. That's kind of like feminists demand censorship of Princess Leia catcalling parody video. Well, we have the director. We're working on getting them on right now. They say they want to come on today to explain what's really going on with the film. So go ahead and set that up. And Nico, if you need to do it, even while Dr. Group's on with us, I know Clive and Bundy's coming on as well today. Just whatever time slot you need, because it's important, and we need to discuss that. Video got launched yesterday. It has 4 million views. It'll end up getting like 100 million views. And again, we can have our police dressed like Nazis. We can have Nazi policies. We can have Nazi surveillance, Nazi secret testing. But whatever you do, don't ever show people dressed up as Nazis. And, of course, it's obvious why they want it down. It looks like they've got Obama dressed up like the Pope. And that's just a big no-no. And, again, even if you don't agree with this and don't get what the music video is about, the reason they're trying to slap them down right now is they don't want hip-hop getting political, just like we talked about with Rick Ross yesterday on air. They do not want hip-hop getting political. Because the minute it gets really political and isn't just race baiting and gangbanging stuff, then it's become a worldwide force the globalists basically push to take over other cultures. It was a weapon designed to destroy blacks. It's been so successful that they've moved it on to the rest of the world. I mean, that's now American export culture, is thug gangsterism through hip-hop. And we have a special report that we shot last night that was one of the most powerful things we've ever shot with Rick Ross. But I mean, one of the most powerful things we've ever done, period, where he calls out the fake Rick Ross and says, stop using this as a weapon, stop hurting the youth, stop pushing drug culture. See, you put a song out against mind control, the Illuminati, and Nazis, which is what the video does, then they want it taken down because Nicki Minaj and the director, they need to be taught that you get off the script, you're done. You get up there and you twerk your rear end, and you get up there, you talk about gangbanging, and you get up there, you talk about macking the G's and slinging the rock, and everything's going to be all right. Throw it in the gutter, go buy another. Then everything is A-OK. Because you see, me and my homies would like to play this game. But the minute that happens, the government's going to come in on you. But what's going to happen? If it ever catches fire, A, it'll be super popular. So folks want to do this because this is what's popular. I mean, look at this show, how popular it is. If it ever catches fire, we take over. Quick. It can happen quick. We get hip-hop on our side, I'm telling you, it's a major blow to the New World Order. It's the kind of thing that could take them down. Or a woman torturing herself on the Capitol lawn.
Thank you for listening to GCN.
Mom. Please don't do it.
Visit GCNlive.com today.
When you're out on the road, the last place you want to be is on the road. But if the unfortunate happens, you'll be glad you were wearing diamond gussets.
There's a place down in Tennessee where they make blue diamond gusset jeans. They so pride in every stitch, guarantee you'll love the way they fit. They put a diamond gusset in the crotch where you need it most. Blue diamond gussets got it, others don't.
We turn jeans inside out. Diamond Gusset Jeans. Made in the USA with unparalleled quality. Our Defender motorcycle jeans combine gusset comfort with Kevlar protection, so you can ride all day with confidence. Order yours at gusset.com. Diamond Gusset Jeans got it. Others don't.